What's good, Posture Pals? It's Coach Eli. We're doing the wrist Wremedy routine. 7 or 8 years ago, I had to stop working out altogether because of a pulsating, throbbing pain happening around the elbow. Was it tennis elbow? Was it golfer's elbow? You know, what was the issue? I wasn't sure, so I did the classic thing, some self-myofascial release techniques, some foam rolling, right, a compression sleeve. It would get better for a day or two, but then it would come back, and I couldn't grip the dumbbell anymore, so I really had to stop working out. It wasn't until I did this routine that I'm about to show you where I got on the ground and I exposed my wrist, I exposed the forearm to some rotation, to some new and differing unique ranges of motion, and I repeated that every time before training. So it was like 5 days a week at the time was my training routine, right? So 5 days a week I was doing this for the span of a few months, and the pain not only went away, it never returned. It hasn't returned in 7, 8 years, whenever that was. So that's why I'm so excited to bring you the wrist Wremedy routine. That's right, spelled with 3 W's today. All right, so we're about to get into it and let's have a good time. So the key idea here is we're getting our wrists, we're getting the forearm into unique ranges of motion, and we're applying a bit of pressure, right? So it's almost like we're creating some stability. So the idea is we want to expose the body. So expose your wrist to a position that you didn't think to expose it to before. Why? Because now we're not only prehabbing, so preparing for, I don't know, what if you roll your wrist, you trip, right? We're almost prehabbing ourselves for life. We're preparing for life. And so getting the forearms, getting the wrists, getting the hands into unique positions daily, it's strengthening my wrist. It's strengthening these little smaller muscles that we don't ever think to target. We're always talking about the big muscles. Well, what if you have a lagging muscle, a lagging body part, right? What if a thumb, right? Or if a wrist is inflexible, right? Or you have better range of motion on this side. Are you creating compensations? Getting these smaller parts, these smaller muscles strong can really help you avoid unnecessary pain down the line, so you can keep seeing steady progress and keep getting the results that you want. Okay, so we're gonna come to hands and knees. Okay, first things first, we're gonna splay the fingers, okay? So really extend the hands, extend the fingers. We're really gonna be focusing on the entire hand up into the wrist through the elbow, okay? So flatten the palms against the ground. And all we're gonna do is just rock forward and back, okay? So we're starting gentle, and really there's no set rep structure here. I just want you to feel it and do it on your own time. Sometimes I do this for 5 seconds. Sometimes I do it for 5 minutes. In the beginning, when I was really hurting, I would do it for longer. Now I just do it a little bit. All right, so we're starting first in this position. We're just rocking forward and back. What you can do is keep your hands close to your knees at first, because this is more advanced. That's more weight, okay? So keep it close to your knees at first, and then we're gonna start coming out to the side. Okay, so rock, okay, and then start to go over, over. Okay, so push back, forward, over, over. We're getting our wrist into extension, okay, with the fingers really splayed apart, okay, and now we're making our way around town, okay, so only go as far as you can. Do not force things here. This took me a while to be able to get to this position, okay, so not right away. I'm just showing you the most advanced version. I'm showing you the version that I did and still do, okay? So that's the idea at first, is just to rock forward and back in every range of motion as far as you can go, okay? So remember, gentle, gentle, breathe, get those shoulders away from the ears. Good posture, okay? Bring the hands in, okay? Every range of motion, all right? Good. Okay, now what we're gonna do is stay here, but now we're gonna start rotating from the forearm, okay? So rotate that elbow pit. See that? Rotate, 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 okay? Don't force things, just gently rotate, okay? This might be a totally new movement. You probably, or maybe you never, or maybe you didn't even know you could do that, okay? So just add some rotation in, and then the same thing, okay? Rotation at these unique ranges of motion. Okay, good. Okay, now we're going to hold right here. I'm gonna rotate that elbow pit forward, right? So we rotate the elbow pit forward. See that? Rotate, and now we're just going to really pull forward, get all the way around here. Okay, gentle though. We're not doing anything hard. We're not pushing hard at all. Everything is gentle right now. Okay, good. Shake it off. Okay, now we're gonna come into like this skull crusher position, okay? So we're gonna start to bend those elbows like this, okay? Keep the palms flat. Okay, if you experience pain right there, stop before the pain continues, come back. Stop at the pain, come back, and you'll notice, okay, pain will start to go away. Pain will start to go away, right? Because movement is bringing the nutrients the body needs, the blood, okay? We're healing the body, all right? Keep it going, all right? So we're just doing like a skull crusher almost, all right? And really allow yourself to put some weight here. And this used to kill my wrist, trying to come all the way down. Now, no problem. Breathe. Remember, start with the hands closer at first, like this. I'm gonna go a little bit more advanced, so we're coming all the way up and down, just like this. All right, so remember, you go about 15 seconds per, per angle, whatever you wanna call it, right? And so now I'm even gonna come out to here, like this, with the elbows. So I'm really coming all the way around in circles with the elbows. Okay, good. Now we're gonna really get the fingers underneath us, like this. Okay, start to move the fingers, move. Okay, and even press up like that, up. Okay, we're stretching out those fingers. Good. Okay, now what we're gonna do, tuck the thumb in, and we're gonna start moving and grooving. So this can be a little strenuous right here. It's a little intense, so just be very gentle on this one. Okay, so we're moving forward and back. Breathe. Okay, thumb is tucked, and we're coming all the way down, skull crusher position again. Good. Okay, shake it off. Now, we're coming into this position, right? And I used to cringe at the thought of this, and now I can do it no problem. So gently, if you need to, you can even do one at a time. Gently get the wrist down. If you need to double up on a yoga mat for this, that's okay too. We want to try to expose the body to some hard floor though, so try to keep with one yoga mat or a rug. And just go gentle, okay? You don't have to push too hard if it hurts. Just go very gentle, and eventually your body will become more resilient because you're exposing your body to the stress, okay? We don't want to pad ourselves in memory foam away from the stress. We want to expose it so our body becomes more resilient. Here we go. Okay, gently breathe. Okay, see I'm keeping the wrist very close to my body. Okay, and now we're gonna add that rotation. So my knees have almost locked in my hands right here. See how my knees have locked in my hands? And so we're just rotating. And then you're gonna get such a good forearm stretch right there. Breathe. And you're just gonna feel that all the way up through here. Yes, it feels great. Okay, and you can even come out, and then if you want to progress to being able to hold a plank with your wrists like this, because why not, then all you're going to do is gently walk the knees back every day. Okay, so every day you're going to gently go farther with the knees. Breathe, farther with the knees, and keep going as far as you can until one day you're like this. All right, so don't do it right away. Okay, now we're going to come out of that, and we're going to tuck through here like this. And then come up. Okay, so I want you to experiment. Make this routine, spell with a W, your own, okay? There we go. All right, you can make it your own however long you want. Just make sure to stick to the end of the video where I show you the, exact scheme that I followed, okay? So let's also roll like this. Roll, roll. And you see I'm still getting the elbow to bend too with it, right? So roll into every position. Okay, get those fingers. Breathe. And okay. Great job. Okay, so that was the wrist Wremedy routine. Now, like I said during the video, there's no set rep scheme or like sets and reps, right? Like I alluded to during the movement routine. Personally, for me, what I did was I really just experimented. I actually created this routine on my own through my own trial and error. And I found something that worked and I stuck with it. Okay, so that's the only way for you to really start learning your own body is you got to stick with it. There has to be some form of consistency, right? People try this or that, but for a week at a time. You got to give something time to give yourself that return on the investment of your time, okay? So remember, you could do 15 seconds. You could do 5 minutes. You could do 10 minutes. I did it before my workout, even leg day. Yes, I did it before leg day too. So I was working out probably 5 days a week. I was maybe 21 years old, and I did this routine every time before training as my warm-up, my prep, okay? Sometimes 3 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, okay? So just, if you need to, go back in the video, pause if you're unsure about certain movement, leave a comment down below if you have questions. This is the wrist Wremedy routine. We're taking our wrists, our forearms, our elbows through flexion, through extension, through these weird, like kind of unique ranges of motion that it doesn't often see, right? And we're taking these muscles, these bones through this rotation, right? Because naturally these muscles kind of want to rotate, and barbells, dumbbells, they're very fixed. And so sometimes that can cause us a little bit of pain if we're not prepared. So this is preparing us to be able to train, to hold on to weights, to hold on to the pull-up bar, right? And to be able to avoid running into some chronic nagging pains, like over flexing your forearm and all these muscles get tight up in here, the nerves, right? So it's really acting to mobilize the tissue, and it's really acting as a good preventative tool to ensure you don't run into pain. That's what this is, a preventative tool to ensure you don't run into nagging pain that can get you sidelined for a while, okay? I want you to be able to bypass that, and that's what I'm about here on this channel. Is I'm not gonna just give you workout routines, I'm gonna show you how to optimize your entire body so you can build the physique you want, so you can build the body you want, so you can acquire the movement and flexibility and mobility that you want on your terms, right? I wanna show you, I wanna help instruct you, and I wanna teach you. So make sure to follow for more, subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below if you like this video. Comment down below also some other videos you'd like to see from me, right? So we're just starting this YouTube channel, so I wanna hear from you. I wanna hear what you wanna see, what other tutorials, right? And what other types of content you would like to see. Okay, so let me know down below how this feels. Give it time, okay? Give this time to work. And as always, follow for more.